This video is brought to you by Laser App. Laser App, it is one of the best softwares that I have used for dry fire practice. And it's integrated as far as into your system. If you can run off your desktop, webcam setup, or if not, you can use it as a mobile setup along with a tablet, laptop, or even your cell phone. It's the best app that I've used, and I've been using it for years for dry fire practice. And it works with, if you have an IR emitter, for if you get one for your everyday carry, or if you get a cert pistol, a shot indicating resetting trigger pistol, my next level, it works with that too. It's really, really good, guys. You should check into it, man. It's laserapp.com. Use my discount code TPOV10. Get 10% off your purchase. It is extremely extensive too. It really gets in depth as far as everything that it does for different types of challenges, still shooting challenges. You can add other cameras to it to get different angles and different targets. It's really, really good, man. It works perfect. You can set up in your home. Quick setup. Look into it, guys. Laserapp.com. Use my code TPOV10. Get 10% off. All right. So, guys, I'm back. I'm back on this thing, and I apologize if I haven't been pumping out my videos. It seems like I get torn in every different direction here, but starting out here early today, this morning here, I'm going to get back into this setup here, doing what I'm doing here, and I got another video here, man. This is another defensive shooting as far as police officers being called into a disturbance. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I saw this video here as I was just going over everything, just cruising through different stuff here, looking up some content. And once again, this comes from Police Activity. And this was, I believe, this just posted here. What was it? Friday. And this is crazy, man. This is crazy. But let me break this down and read this to you here. And on the description here, before I pop this video up and show you guys here, but it happened here in Baltimore, Maryland. As it says here, on June 4th at approximately 8:40 p.m., officers with the Baltimore County Police Department responded to the 500 block of Virginia Avenue in Towson. Is that Towson or Towson, Maryland? For the report of an unknown trouble. When officers arrived on the scene, they heard gunshots coming from inside the building. The officers entered the building and proceeded to the 11th floor. Once on the floor, officers identified the apartment where the unknown trouble was reported to have occurred and knocked on a door. 66-year-old Joseph Robert Henry Thompson answered the door armed with a handgun and pointed it at officers. Thompson and Officer Johnson, Klapka and Fitzgerald exchanged gunfire. Thompson was struck and pronounced dead on the scene. A fourth responding officer suffered a gunshot wound and was taken to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. An adult female was located inside the apartment suffering from gunshot wounds and was taken to a local hospital in critical condition. Now, I don't know anything about her condition, but this is just in the description of the video here. But this is crazy. This is crazy how this was. And let me bring this over and see if I can play this audio, man. And guys, I'm going to break it down and slow it down and show you this happens so quick. And I mean, even at the ready, it is so hard to be reactional. And I talk about this with my students when I teach. I said the element of surprise is always in your favor, because if you have the element of surprise, you know what your movements are, you know what your intentions are, you know exactly what you're going to do, you know exactly how you're going to react ahead of time. Reaction from something, being surprised by a certain situation, it's always delayed, and it's delayed by fractions of a second, because first the eyes have to see what it is, the brain has to recognize what it is, then it sends a signal for the body to react. Those are fractions of a second that everything falls in line. It's a delayed response. It's always a delayed response. Even when you're at the height of adrenaline, everything else where you're sitting right on that edge, it's still a delayed response because Brian, like I said, everything has to see, react, recognize, then react. It's delayed. It's always delayed by fractions of a second. So the element of surprise is always quicker. This video here shows you here how fast. It's not that long, but it's going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. That element of surprise, and even when the officers are right on top of this thing and ready to go right now, it's still delayed.
4. This is
11:08. I live 11:09, 11:08.
11:08.
Yeah.
Ready?
11:09.
That's 7. Ready? What's this? 12. Ready? 8. Is he 8 or is he 9? He said 11:09. He was 8.
Watch that door, it's locked behind you.
Can you go in the trash room? Are you going down?
He said 11:08, didn't he?
He said he lives at 11:09. Double check one.
Figure out where he lives. Where does he live?
11:09. Where's the shots coming from? He said 11:08, right?
11:08, yeah.
Oh, it's right here.
11:08. Sir, Sam.
Now watch how fast this moves.
You were? Watch it.
Let me see your hands.
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 You can see the shot right there when he fired. It was a blind shot.
I'm hit. Officer down.
Okay.
You were?
Get a different body cam view here.
Watch it.
Raise your hands. Hands.
There's an officer hit right there.
You were? Watch it.
Raise your hands. Hands up.
You got shots fired. Something came. Shots fired.
It's just your hand. It's just my hand. Cover the hole. I got it. It's up.
24/7.
Raise your hands. Hands.
All right. So I set it back up here. So as I said, the element of surprise is on this now. I'm going to pop this in and see if I can pause it right about that point, what I'm talking about here.
You were?
Okay. Okay, now this officer, he's already backed off. Okay, now the position they're taking for this is tough because it's a crossfire. This is a crossfire shot. So they got to understand here, the shots being taken, they have to be taken in the door on the angle right here, because if not, if he steps out, that's going to be a hard shoot. If he runs out this door and stands directly in the middle of crossfire between two officers here, even with disarmed, with him being armed, because the officers risk hitting each other on this. So these situations here, breaching these hallways and these doors like that in an apartment, man, these are real tough. I mean, every cop will tell you that this is a tough situation to be in right here. Because of the fact, you've got cover on both sides here, and you're trying not to hit your other officers here, your other partners. So bringing this in here, let me see if I can get this thing to pause. And right about, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it right there. Right there. Now, as I said, he's already at the ready here. He's at the ready. Let me show you. He's at the ready. Okay. There's his gun right here. Right there in his hand. It is hard for him to see because, as far as I can see on this angle here, I don't think he can see it yet. He's still inside the door. But he can see it. the thing about it is, even being at the ready, because it moves so fast, giving command to drop the gun, yes, you've got to give the command to drop the gun. He hasn't raised it yet, but it's coming out, and he is a threat. He heard gunshots, everything else. So yeah, these dudes are wired up, man. They're going to be ready to go. Coming out that fast, and as fast as he points this at him, is just so hard to be ready. Right there. This is where you see it. When he says hands, hands, and you see the gun, and that's even if they even caught it, it's right there. This is insane, man. This is how quick this stuff moves. That officer there,
I'm hit.
he took the initial hit, the first hit from the suspect. So you see, as soon as he raised it, it was just a blind fire shot right at him. Okay. So he's hit. But he had non-life-threatening injuries, so, which is good.
I'm hit. Officer down.
Okay.
All right, let's get the other angle here. We got another officer right here. See if I can pause him right here when you see that blast.
Watch it. Watch it.
Raise your hands. Hands.
Right there. I think I got it. I think I caught it right there. When he hits that blast. He took that blast at him. He took the shot. He took that first hit. See it again.
Watch it.
Raise your hands. Hands.
Right there. Now, this is, as I said, when I showed you that other angle, I knew he couldn't see it because basically on his angle here, this officer here, there's no way he could see that gun back here behind his leg on the other side of his door because of his angle or where he was. Okay. So he didn't see it until it came out, until it was out. And then he could see in plain view and then the shot was made. That's when he made his shots. So that's pretty crazy, man. This is a crazy video. And this, as I said, is how fast it goes, man. This is how fast this things move so quick. And these are officers that are on training with this, that have training, SWAT training, everything else. I mean, this is how quick it is. And it's so damn hard. So if you look at it on the civilian side of this thing, it's even harder, to tell you the truth. Okay. But the only way that you get better and you get yourself ready for any type of situation, man, is practice. It's practice over and over and over. I can't stress that enough. And as I said, man, these videos are just crazy. I look at them and I've got some more to show you guys here. But I had to get this out here, man, to give an example how fast things move. And some of these videos I use for my class and stuff. So when I teach my CCW stuff and my advanced stuff, even though my advanced stuff, it doesn't involve me any kind of classroom time or anything else like that. It's all range time out there for all my advanced stuff. But my CCW stuff, I try to squeeze some of these videos in here to get my students to understand how fast these things move, man, and how it is so critical for the practice over and over and over. And it's not just a gun. I know everybody gets hung up on what gun you use, mods and stuff, modifications and everything like that. And it's, yes, mods are great. I've said that before. I think in a previous video, I talked about that before. Mods are great, but first practice and be good with your gun as it is stock right out of the box. First, when you get good with that way, then the mods just enhance other things. You know, it helps you out. It doesn't make a huge world of difference, but it just starts to help shave fractions of a second off of certain areas, you know, some with speed, some with trigger speed, but it still comes down to speed and accuracy, that balance between the two. Once you get good with stock, then you mod and do everything else. But your gear also is just as good as your firearm. I said that for years. If you got a really, really expensive hot gun, man, and it's just the gun itself performs great. But if you got it strapped to, $20, $30 worth of gear, how good is it really going to perform overall? Okay. Something is lacking somewhere. I tell this to my students all the time. Upgrade your gear. Make sure your gear is good, just as good as your firearm. Don't get cheap on gear. Stuff like this. As I said, fractions of a second matter. It absolutely matters between life and death. So, guys, hopefully you like this video. I appreciate it, man. I'm trying to get back into doing my stuff here. Again, like I said, I spent a lot of time doing other things as far as business stuff here on my computer quite a bit, and research and everything else. So it's time for me to just really sit still and start doing some of my videos. So if you like this video, I appreciate it, man. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Also, make sure you check out laserapp.com. Use my code TPOV10. Get 10% off. I guarantee you, it is, in my opinion, honestly, I've used it for years, and I've seen other dry fire practice apps out there for practice. I would honestly say this is Laser App is honestly the most in-depth laser app out there for dry fire practice, and it truly is. It's so much that's involved, a lot of stuff, a lot that's involved. You can do so much with it, and a lot of fun, and it works really, really good. So check that out. Use TPOV10 discount code, and guys, I will see you on the next one. And remember, always, you are responsible for your own safety.